Love. Stop, say beautiful. Say this and she'll want you inside. You've probably said it 100 times before with your partner. You're beautiful. It feels like the right thing to say, right? It's affirming. It shows appreciation. But it's also empty. Not because beauty doesn't matter, but because those 3 words have lost their impact. Compliments like that are safe. What you need to understand is that desire isn't born in the obvious. It's born in the unspoken, the unexpected, the psychologically loaded spaces between words. The ones that reach under her skin and make her feel seen in a way she doesn't even fully understand. That's where arousal lives for women. Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Vernon again. In this video, I'm going to share 5 things you can say instead of just saying you're beautiful. The words that activate deep emotional attraction and awaken desire in a way that truly resonates with a woman after 60. If you value honest conversations about love, intimacy, and relationships after 60, subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Let's begin uncovering the words that actually change how a woman feels. Number 1. I feel calm when I'm with you. After 60, the words that create desire are no longer the ones that admire. They're the ones that reveal. Say, "You're beautiful," speaks about her appearance. Say, "I feel calm when I'm with you," speaks about how she affects you. And that difference matters more than most men realize later in life. For a woman after 60, calm is intimacy. It means safety. It means presence. It means she doesn't have to perform, impress, or guard herself around you. When a man tells her that her presence steadies him, you're not placing her on display, you're letting her see inside you. That honesty creates closeness instantly. It reassures her that she's not just admired but trusted. She feels emotionally welcomed rather than visually evaluated. It unfolds naturally because intimacy after 60 grows strongest where pressure disappears and presence is fully felt. This phrase works because it's not flattery, it's emotional truth. It tells her she has impact, not just appeal, and when a woman realizes she has that kind of effect on a man, desire awakens quietly, but powerfully. Wanted beyond the surface. Once you understand how revealing your internal state changes the dynamic, the next phrase takes things even deeper because it shows her she isn't just calming to you, she's uniquely irreplaceable. Number 2. You make me feel seen. At our age, few things activate desire, like feeling truly seen, not noticed, not admired, understood. When a man says you make me feel seen, he's telling her that she's not just listening, when she's connecting, that she understands him beyond words, habits, or surface interaction. For many women later in life, this hits far deeper than any compliment about looks. This phrase changes the dynamic because it stops placing her in a position of being observed or judged. Instead of you assessing her, you're recognizing her ability to understand you, to read between the lines, to feel what isn't being said. You're acknowledging her emotional intelligence, her capacity to connect on a level that goes beyond conversation or polite listening. For many women after 60, that recognition is rare and deeply affirming. By saying she makes you feel seen, you're telling her that with her you don't need to explain yourself or justify who you are. That kind of trust builds intimacy instantly because it offers her a role that's meaningful and powerful. She feels respected not for how she looks or how she behaves, but for who she is. And when a woman feels trusted in that way, desire grows naturally, not from flattery, but from deep emotional validation. For a woman after 60, being told she makes a man feel seen affirms something essential. That she still matters at a deep human level. She's not invisible. She's not overlooked. And when a woman realizes she has that kind of emotional impact on a man, desire isn't forced. Which of these words do you think would make the biggest difference in a real conversation? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what resonates with you most. When that sense of being truly seen settles in, the next phrase takes a different turn from understanding. and towards something even more compelling for a woman after 60. Number 3. I trust you. Say, I trust you goes far beyond admiration. It quietly opens a door into your inner world, a place most people never see. You're telling her that she isn't kept on the outside, observed or evaluated, but welcomed in. Issue that she didn't earn that place by trying harder, looking younger, or pleasing you in a certain way. She earned it simply by being who she is. That kind of acknowledgement feels deeply intimate because it shows discernment, not impulse. For a woman later in life, this lands with real weight, broken more than once. It's no longer automatic or casual. So when a man says he trusts her, she knows it's a choice, deliberate and considered. That tells her she's not interchangeable. She's not just someone you enjoy. She's someone you feel safe with. And when a woman realizes she holds that position in a man's life, desire doesn't need to be pushed or proven. It rises naturally from the feeling of being emotionally chosen. This phrase works because it acknowledges her integrity and reliability. You're telling her that with her you don't feel the need to guard yourself. That openness creates desire in a mature, grounded way. She feels respected and emotionally safe, which are the conditions where intimacy thrives. After 60, desire doesn't rush in. Let it unfolds. She feels steady, grounded, and emotionally close. And once trust is established at that level, it expresses not just trust, but longing rooted in emotional security, which we'll explore right this. Number 4. I want you exactly as you are. I want you exactly as you are. Removes the quiet fear many women carry. The fear of needing to improve, adjust, or hide parts of themselves to stay desired. At this stage of life, most women are acutely aware of change in their body, their energy. When a man names his desire without conditions, it creates immediate emotional release. This phrase works because it ends comparison. You're not praising her against some ideal. You're not implying potential. You're anchoring desire in the present moment. She hears that she doesn't need to compete with her past or anyone else. That reassurance is profoundly intimate. It tells her she's not being evaluated, she's being chosen. For a woman after 60, being wanted as she is now touches something very real and very tender. By this stage of life, many women have learned to anticipate loss of attention, of desire, of being chosen. Even in loving relationships, a quiet self-doubt can linger, making them brace emotionally instead of opening fully. When a man names his desire without conditions, that internal guarding finally softens. That reassurance allows her to settle into the moment. Instead of scanning for what might go wrong next, she doesn't feel measured against her past, her younger self, or some imagined standard. She feels present, and presence is where desire lives later in life. When there's no need to adjust, improve, or protect herself from disappointment, her body responds with ease. Touch feels natural. Closeness feels safe. Desire flows not from effort, but from relief. And that freedom is what makes intimacy feel alive again. Share this video with a partner, close friend, or anyone you care about who might appreciate a more thoughtful perspective on love and intimacy later in life. As that sense of acceptance settles in, the final phrase becomes possible. The one that turns emotional safety into unmistakable longing. Number 5. I want you. By the time people reach their 60s, desire no longer needs decoration. It needs honesty. Say, I want you, stops feeling blunt or inappropriate when it rises from a place of emotional grounding. And after calm has been established, trust has been earned. At this stage of life, intimacy isn't driven by speed or impulse, it's guided by clarity. And when these words are spoken with steadiness and presence, they don't create pressure, they create reassurance. The message isn't do something for me, it's this is what I feel, and I'm not unsure about it. This phrase has power because it removes all uncertainty from the moment. By 60, many women are done trying to interpret mixed signals. They're tired of wondering what a look meant, whether silence hides hesitation, or if affection will disappear. Once they let their guard down, years of emotional guessing leave people cautious. When you say, "I want you," calmly and without hesitation, you're not putting responsibility on her to earn it or respond a certain way. You're not waiting to see how she reacts before deciding what you feel. You're stating it clearly as something owned and settled within you. That clarity feels stabilizing. It allows her to relax instead of analyze. The issue for a woman later in life, hearing this after feeling seen, trusted, and accepted, changes everything. Desire no longer feels risky, it feels chosen. After 60, intimacy doesn't begin with compliments, it begins with language that tells the truth. "You're beautiful" speaks to appearance, but what awakens desire later in life are words that reveal presence, trust, acceptance, and certainty. The 5 phrases are simple but powerful. "I feel calm when I'm with you. You make me feel seen. I trust you. I want you exactly as you are." And "I want you." Saying you feel calm with her, that she makes you feel seen, that you trust her, that you want her exactly as she is, and finally that you want her. These aren't lines. They're signals. They tell a woman she isn't being admired from a distance but chosen up close. And when desire is expressed this way, it doesn't pressure or rush, it invites. I'd really appreciate if you give this video a like, share it with someone you care about who values deeper connection, and make sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next conversation. I'm Vernon. Thank you for watching my video till now, and see you next time.